everyone, it's Gabriel here today to introduce you guys to my betta fish, Berry de Betta. So, I got a betta fish. Didn't really want a betta fish at the time, but actually no, that's a lie. I really wanted this betta fish, but wasn't planning on getting him, if that makes sense. So, first we're gonna get into the story of how Berry came into my life and what his setup is like. Here he is. He's a double tail betta fish. He has these really beautiful colors. Anyway, so let's start off. He was originally my brother's betta fish. He still kind of is. Like, if my brother asked for him back, I'd probably put him back in my brother's room. So anyways, we're gonna start from the very beginning. My brother got Berry, I think October 27th of 2019. So around this time, my brother really just wanted a betta fish. He was like, I'm gonna do some research, because he's more into like aquatic animals and like reptiles. And so he started doing a lot of research, and he decided he wanted one. And so I drove him to the pet store, and we got a 5-gallon tank, a low flow filter, a heater, and a hide, and a marima ball, and a couple of plants, and this gravel, and we got Berry. So we did not cycle this tank back in October. I did not know anything about betta fish at the time. I expected my brother to have researched all that, so I'm just gonna be very transparent there. We didn't like filter it or cycle it. And then my brother also got a Cory catfish and 2 white skirt tetras. The white skirt tetras are still in here, but I'm thinking now that I have him, I thought that they were okay in here, but I might end up removing them. Berry shows no aggression towards them, like he isn't attacking them, and the tetras are not like ripping up his fins or anything. So everything's fine in that department, but I think these kinds of white skirt tetras need to be in like a 10 to 20 gallon. There's only 2, so they also need like to be in groups of 3 or more, I think. So I might have to remove them and put them in another tank downstairs. I don't know yet. Please don't, if you see them swimming around in here, don't like hate on me. Again, I wasn't expecting to get this tank, so I'm still learning some things. So, we put Berry in, and my brother had Berry till recently. And during that time, my brother really kind of stopped caring. He would do water changes, not regularly. He would let the betta fish tank kind of evaporate to a certain point, and then he would fill it up. So he wasn't really doing water changes, and then all the plants died, and Berry, I'll throw up a picture. Overall, it was just a sad look, and I actually was the one that went and bought this little hammock thingy. So I was obsessed with Berry right off the bat. I would come into my brother's room almost every day, from October till now, and look in his tank and be like, hi Berry, and I would sit there and stare at him, and my brother would get so annoyed by me. I'm obsessed with this fish, okay? And then my brother just wasn't doing anything with him, so I kept asking my brother to buy him some new plants. So I was like, oh, we're going to the fish store today, can we get Berry new plants? And my brother would always be like, no, they always die. And I was like, but I think he would like some new stuff in his tank. And I was just always pestering my brother about getting his betta fish new stuff, and he wouldn't. So yeah, fast forward till present time, my brother has decided to move back in with our mom for a little while. But while we were doing that, my brother was talking to me, and he was just saying how he feels like he has too many pets, and he wish he didn't have his minnow tank or his betta fish or his snake. He was like, I just don't want all these pets. So I said, okay, well, since you're leaving, I could take care of them. And I mean, I had to take care of them, but I was like, well, if you want, I could take Berry. And my brother was like, yeah, I guess you could. And I was planning on, while my brother was gone, out of the house, I was gonna redo Berry's tank anyways for fun. I was gonna spend money on Berry anyways. But then my brother ended up just not caring. So I texted my brother and I was like, hey, can I move Berry into my room? Can I take care of Berry? And he's like, yeah. And then we went to the pet store, and I bought Berry 2 new plants. I also bought him this light, and then I bought some florist tabs for the plants. And then this piece of driftwood was originally an Augie's enclosure. Augie's enclosure was a little bit too cramped, so I just stole this little piece and I boiled it, and then I removed Barry's old hide because Barry's old hide was like a reptile hide, so the paint was bubbling on the inside, and that's not safe. So I took it out and I added this, and I'm obsessed with this fish. I love him so much. I was gonna film me setting up his tank, but then my friend, I needed help because I can't carry like a 5-gallon tank. So I had my friend come over and I didn't feel comfortable filming. So he helped me drain the tank, and we put Barry in one container and then the rest of the fishies in another container. And then we emptied most of the water. Actually, we emptied all the water, and then what we did is we filled it up with like normal average temperature water, dechlorinated water, keyword dechlorinated, and then we added them in, and they've been doing great. Barry is very active. He, again, like my brother did take really good care of him in the aspect of Barry's in a 5-gallon, Barry had a heater, Barry has a low flow filter. So overall, Barry was set. Real quick, whenever I say set, I mean he was living in an environment where he would not get sick and he would not like die from having too cold of water or stuff like that. He was set in the aspect that he had everything he needed to survive but not thrive. So just to clear that up. I just wanted to give him more enrichment and like give him more plants and make it a lot more fun for him. So overall, my brother was not a bad owner. He just kind of got bored of him. So Barry is very healthy from what I can tell. He's always been active. He's just an active fishy in general. He has a big personality in my opinion. But then again, he's also just a fish. So anyways, I set this up. I did add some big stones to it to just add some different texturing. And I think it looks so cool. I'll include some videos of it. I'm just really happy with it. Notice that Barry is now hiding in these plants, and like he is sleeping on this now. I never saw him sleep on this, and neither did my brother. He actually is using it now, so that's exciting. And then, yeah, this tank is right below a window. The window doesn't like give it direct sunlight. It does shine on it a little bit, but I kind of like that idea because I do have a Cory catfish in there, so I kind of like the idea of some algae growth going. That way the Cory catfish has something to clean up. And, you know, it's not that bad. If I notice that, like, the tank starts getting covered in algae, I will move the tank, of course. But as of right now, there looks to be no algae anywhere. So, yeah. And then my plan is every week to do, like, a 50 to 30% water change every Sunday. And I am doing more research on Barry's diet, because right now he's eating these freeze-dried bloodworms, which from what I saw, they do better on frozen food and live food. So I'm gonna do some more research on that and like get him some better food. Anyways, so yeah, the only other thing I plan on adding to this tank is I want to get some top floating plants to block out some of the light. I mainly want to put them on this side because the filter is on this side. So there's that. I'm just really hoping this tank thrives and gets some good plant growth. I might try to add some like smaller plants, and I would like to get some moss. There are snails in here, little snails. That's just from my brother putting them in there. They are like they're not like wild snails. Don't think that. They're from his minnow tank. So, you know. So overall, the tank looks good. It's nice and clear. The Cory catfish is out and about. I'm quite happy with it. Barry, again, is very active. I think he's a beautiful fish. I think he's so much fun to look at and watch. And then this light is really cool. Wait. Turns blue and then it turns off. So I would like to get a timer for this light. That way it turns on at like 7 o'clock in the morning and then turns off at like 3 in the afternoon. Because right now I always forget to turn it on and off. So, you know, it's normally on longer than it should be. Right now it's on simply so you guys can see into it. I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks really good. I know it's like silly for me to say. Like I'm tooting my own horn. But I really like the hardscape of it with the driftwood. I don't know. I'm weird, clearly. So yeah, that's Barry. Again, I'm obsessed with him. There isn't really much else to say. He's just a betta fish. So yeah, guys, that's where I'm gonna end the video. If you see anything wrong with my tank, please let me know in the comments. Please be kind about it. And if you know anything about these white skirt tetras, if you'd want to give me some advice on that, please. I'm gonna try and do some more research. He's been up here for only like 3 days, so I didn't really know white skirt tetras shouldn't be in there. Again, I'm still learning about all this, but other than that, I think I have the setup pretty much down. I just might have to remove the white skirt tetras. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe. If you didn't, then goodbye.